Time for divine shot, KJ events. This real talk's the brand. You understand how we do, my man. I'm on that Friday night Knicks shit, dripping in Knicks shit. Up in the world most famous arena with the click. That's the conglomerate. The Knicks real talk, the real prominent. I'm a bit like the Omicron variants, dominant. Paying homage to the cat in the chat. That's where it's at. Cause I'm hearing that. You don't care for hyperbole, we straight facts. We interact with the mob, the gods. Up in the pod, the squad, the facade. My entourage be on the job, my energy. Feeling tripping in 10 books. As they cook my game plan, and my brand for loot and pursuit. Going hard like the New York City gritty committee. Cause that's the things we know is pretty, but we all stay giddy. And we embrace the fan base like the late Anthony Mace. We trace the logo windows, space that appear like Squarespace. Staring down on the Chase Bridge, look at that Knicks City drip. The city decks is on the court, looking pretty legit. I stay true to the orange and blue. I thought you knew for him a few bars to shine like stars divine to Mount Mars. Knicks real talk. Here we go, let's go.
Knicks real talk right here. I'm representing
Knicks real talk.
right here.
Here we go, let's go.
We here in the building.
Knicks real talk.
Let's get it.
Here we go, let's go.
Yeah, for real. Yes, sir.
Knicks real talk.
We here.
Here we go, let's go.
Knicks real talk. Let's get it. Let's get it. Yeah, for real. Yes, sir.
Let's get it. Yo, salute. What's poppin', everybody? You already know what it is. Knicks Real Talk pregame show. Knicks cross the Golden Gate into Golden State. We about to go under the Golden State and see if we can get a W tonight and get it popping, man. We in the building. My man Shot Powers in the building. Salute, Shot popping, bro.
Salute to you, Divine. Salute to the chat. Let's get it.
Real talk, man. Salute to the chat canal in the building. To the God of our wives, now it's my brother Jermaine Royster, P Nice, Pudge Nice in the building, man. Salute to everybody. Let's get it. Johnny Davis, salute to you as well. Yeah, man. Knicks in the Golden State coming off with 2 games in a row, in a row win streak. So that's good, man. We really about to really get it popping. I'm excited about that. Will in the building. My man once Nick, always a Nick in the building with us as well. But yeah, man, feeling good, pretty good, Shot Powers. 2 games in a row. We took care of Utah, winning the Denver, Mile High, and my man Will's country and territory, I meant to say, excuse me, and we put up a victory up there. It was really good, man. I was excited about the way the Knicks played. Julius Randle was in his bag the other night, 34-11. He was killing it. It was good, man. We 8-7, one game over 500, but now we about to take on Chef Curry cooking with the shot, man. So we had to go in there tonight and see if we can handle these Golden State Warriors, man. But I'm optimistic about this thing, man. Our defense is really playing pretty good basketball. RJ under the weather right now for the last couple of games, so we're not really getting what we're going to get out of him. That's understandable because, the brother's ill. But I think RJ going to snap out that thing tonight. I think he's going to get it popping tonight. Knowing that he's going up against his fellow countryman, Andrew Wiggins, I think he's going to go in there and pull all out tonight, man. The sick and no sick. I think RJ Barrett going to come to play tonight, Shot Power. So I'm really looking forward to this game. It should be fun, entertaining. 2-0 on the West Coast trip so far. So far as I'm concerned, it's already, to me, we accomplished what we want to accomplish. If we win tonight, man, against this team, which they not playing too much good basketball away, and they playing pretty good at home. But we can win this game tonight, 3-0 coming out the gate on the West Coast. Man, what can you say? What a way to rebound after giving up 145 to the Thunder, man. So I'm really excited about the Knicks tonight, man. But let's hope this defense keep playing tonight and keep doing what they're doing, man. Salute to Cam Reddish, Jalen Brunson, the point guard. He in the building. Like I said, Randall got buckets the other night. Manuel quickly doing what he's doing despite all the trade rumors and everything. But I'm happy, Shot Powell. I really couldn't say, man, them cats won that game, man, regardless of who we played, who wasn't there, but we played and we won the game, and we lived to fight another day.
Yeah, for real, man. Tonight is going to be a night. I mean, this is what we, as Knicks fans talk about. We win the games that we should win, and this is a big game tonight. This is the defending champions right here, and they're going to get up for the New York Knicks tonight. They get up, it seems like every team in the NBA, maybe it's just me because I watch more Knicks games and stuff, but it seems like every team gets up to play the New York Knicks. And this is the defending champions. And, they lost the other night. They're under 500 right now. And this is going to be a real big pivotal game for both teams tonight, to see where we at and to see, how the defending champions play us tonight. So this is a big game tonight. One big thing that I'm looking forward to is seeing how Jalen Brunson plays. against this West Coast team, a team that he's been playing against a couple of years now in a row, at least 4 times a year. And knowing how these guys play. Let's see how he performs tonight.
Yeah, real talk. Just to piggyback off what you said, Shot Power. Jalen Brunson played Steph Curry in the Western Conference Finals last year. You know what I mean?
Saying.
So he got familiarity with that. But I really like our chances tonight, man. I'm not saying it just to be a homer or anything. I think the way our defense been playing basketball, the emergence of Cam Reddish on that defense, I think he makes it hard on Klay Thompson tonight. Klay Thompson has been playing pretty not good ball lately this year so far, and I hope you don't wait till the play the Knicks and snap out of it. But he haven't been playing really good ball. So I think the Knicks going in when I put up the tail of the tape, you'll see the last 10 games that they was really going at it for the year. But I really like what I'm seeing from the man. Julius Randle, man, what can I say? It wasn't even about the 34 points the other night. It's just this all around game. He was on the defense side of the ball, scrapping, falling to the floor, just doing everything that you want to see a guy do when one of your soldiers, which is R.J. Barrett, is under the weather. He's not going to give you the top performance. So to see him and Jalen Brunson, what can I say about Jalen Brunson? It's just crazy, man. But I like what I'm seeing. Cam Reddish always in the plus. His defense is special. So we just got to keep fighting and grinding. It's going to be a big task tonight, man, going up against the defending champions. One of the premier players in the league, one of the probably top 10 of all time once his career is over. But I think we go in there and compete and battle tonight, ladies and gentlemen. And I think the Knicks walk out there with a W tonight. I'm not saying that because we won the last 2 games. I just got that feeling that these cats can go in there tonight. And I think Draymond Green going to make it pretty hard on Julius. But I do think hopefully RJ can get in his bag, Jalen Brunson can get in his bag on the offense, and I think Cam Reddish is going to neutralize Klay Thompson with that height and that length on that that perimeter. Because Klay Thompson, the only thing he really do is shoot. Right now, because of his injury, he's not like a slasher. You worry about him getting in the lane, scoring on you. Klay Thompson's going to keep moving that ball until he get an open shot and knock it down. If my man Cam Reddish can neutralize my man tonight, I think we got a good chance of walking out there with a W. If he can neutralize Klay Thompson, put all the pressure on Steph Curry and Jordan Poole, and hold everybody else down, I think that might be a good look, man. So I'm really excited about it, man. But kudos to the Knicks for playing hard, despite all the noise out here. Firing Tom Thibodeau and all that. They just keep their heads up, man, and keep grinding. Good. It'll be a great win for them tonight to go 3-0 on this West Coast trip. Then you got a back-to-back with Phoenix and Thunder. You're going to want to beat the Thunder. They beat us in the Garden. So I think it's a good look, man. I'm really excited about this thing, man. Let's hope we get a popping shot.
Yeah, tonight, man, we just need to get out there and get gritty again, man. Stay focused. I think I'm as a Knicks fan, I think that meaning that Julius Randle had with the team, kind of helped a little bit. Anything to that shows that he's a leader. And he went out on the floor the other night and he led us. Now he got out there. We were shooting terrible in the first quarter. The first half, he scored 24 points. We didn't need him as much in the second half. Everybody else started scoring, and he started getting gritty, falling on the floor, rolling around, grabbing offensive rebounds, going back up off offensive rebounds. He was looking great, and he played the game that he played was very pivotal to our win the other night. And to see his excitement when he made that play off the floor, do it to Brunson, and Brunson throwing the ball down and him getting up, and he got split. It looked like spit flying from his mouth. He's so intense. His body's all tightened. It's a great thing to see, man. I hope we could continue to see some of those things for the rest of the year, man. That was a big impact play right there, man. And Brunson play. We are starting to look a little bit better together. We still missing a couple of assignments once or twice. We still missing Mitchell Robinson, but our backups have played well. Sims has played very well for us. So we just gotta hold fast and see what happens. And I want to say this again about Tom Thibodeau, man. Tom Thibodeau, from the beginning of from the beginning of the preseason, from the games, Tom Thibodeau was playing almost 12-man rotation. Now he's down to a 9-man rotation and is solid too. Like he is definitely. You haven't seen any flinch, any deviating from the way from implementing anybody from off the bench and stuff like that. So kudos to Tom Thibodeau, man. Let's see if he could get.
Yeah, real talk. I agree with that. Second, yo, salute to the chat, man. Once a Nick, always a Nick. E. Gibson, May 4th. Salute to you, my brother. Will, a thrill already in Colorado. You know how we do. So salute to the chat. E. Gibson, everybody, man. Thank y'all for coming in. Real talk, man. But yeah, read that. You know, Randall was really showing improved the other night, man. He took it upon himself after that meeting and like, listen, man, we got to come to we got to show these people who we really are. And I'm really happy about that, man, because you know, sometimes you get once you lose a couple of games, you know, especially us passionate, knowledgeable Knicks fans who we just wiser than anybody out there in any sports atmosphere when it comes to being fans. The Knicks fans are probably some of the most knowledgeable guys, ladies and women, ladies and gents, excuse me. So we always gonna critique what our team do. But the bounce back after that 145, giving up 145, to hold them cats down the way they did in Denver, in Utah, and to come to Denver do the same thing. Regardless they had Jokic or not, they still had Murray, they still had Michael Porter Jr., Kevin Parwell Pope, and you got to give Cam Reddish his flowers. He put Michael Porter Jr. in a donut. He put him in a donut, bro. Word is bone. I was like, okay, you know what? This cat ain't getting nothing off. And then what they did at the end of that game quickly on Jamal Murray, Jericho Sims coming out to the perimeter to guard. I'm like, these cats is balling. I'm like, that's a Knicks team that I want to see. I really did. This is passionate, we're playing with heart, playing aggressive. That's a team I've been looking for, and I think they did that the other night. So you can't be more proud of them guys the other night. Now we got a difficult task coming up tonight against the defending champions. 4-time NBA champions, reigning champions. So we got to go out there and play tonight like we did. But I'm really happy with the way they played the other night, man. I can't say enough about the Knicks the other night, Shot Power. Let's hope we continue it tonight and go to state, and try to walk out there with a victory. I'm confident about it though. And let me throw the right quick, and we'll see what these teams is battling each other, what they up against in the last 10 games, ladies and gentlemen. The Knicks scoring 111 a game, 5-5 in the last 10 games. They 3-7. We scoring 111. They scoring 115. We got 44 rebounds. They only got 41 rebounds. That's not a big team down there. Draymond Green and Kevin Looney. And so I think we crashed the boards hard enough tonight. If Randall or Artie them crash the boards, that'll be a good look. Assists per game, they 4 more than us, almost 5. Field goal percentage, they only 2 points more than us, almost 3. And obviously they do what they do. They shoot the 3 ball well from 3-point line. And we kind of right now under league average. We got to get that up. And I really think that's gonna be something that we got to continue to work on. But I think that percentage has a lot to do with RJ being off, though. Yeah, I think if RJ wasn't off, we wouldn't be shooting 31% right now because the man is sick. He's going through what he's doing. I think that's the reason why the Knicks look like that from the 3-point line. And we all shooting. All our players are not shooting average except for Obi Toppin. But I think that will change. I think it will change, and I think we come out there and get it, man. So, but other than that, let's go in there and go to state and get it, Shot Power. I think we go in there and really put. I know we're gonna put up a fight tonight. I think we done found our swag a little bit, and I'm confident we're gonna go out there and battle tonight for real talk.
Yeah, I watched the game twice. The first watching the game, I was like, why are they leaving RJ out on the court? Why are they just letting RJ stay out there? He's getting beat a little bit. He's not making his shot. He don't have no lift off his vertical. He's not making it to the hole hard enough. He's not bully balling and stuff. And then I watched the game again. And now that I looked at it, I think, as a Knicks fan, this is only me thinking, I watched Tom Thibodeau leave him in there because he wanted him to still have his same progression, the same shots that he would be taking if he gets better. He shot bad. And he was sick, and he still let him out there to stick to that 9-man rotation. You know what I mean? I think Tom is really on that 9-man rotation. So as Barrett gets better, those shots that he was missing, hopefully it will turn around and be better shots that he's taking. The whole team is undershooting right now, man. We only shooting 31. We went up a little bit, but we only shooting 31%. You know what I mean? We need to get closer to like 35, 36%. You know what I mean? We got to make teams, and I believe another person that needs to, not really say pick it up, but his percentage from the 3-point land is not that good right now is Jalen Brunson. I think Jalen Brunson is like 30. He's in the low 30 echelons of what he's shooting right now. So I think those guys have picked their games up and stuff. Right now, for Obi being the number 1 3-point shooter on our team, that is crazy with Brunson on the team, with RJ on the team. So I'm happy to see that Obi is stepping up and hitting them shots, and he's hitting them consecutively, man. He's looking some shots, if he hits it, it's going to swish, but if he misses it might hit the side of the backboard like he's about to dunk it or something.
Yeah, real talk. Real talk. Yeah, man, I'm excited. You know what? And if you look at this here, one thing I can say about this team, not only does Jalen Brunson make a difference, can you see what it means to have a point guard scoring 20 points a game right now in the NBA compared to everything we had for the last couple of years? So salute to Jalen Brunson coming in here. He's worth every penny of his contract. He got us at, hey, listen, guys, the Knicks is 8-7, and we wasn't even really playing good ball. 8-7, and we wasn't even playing good ball. We still find a way to keep our head above water and just keep grinding until we get to where we got to go. I really do believe this here. You know what? We're gonna get into that later once we get past the starting lineups. Everything we're gonna talk about the Manny quickly and the Derrick Rose thing, because I tell you, Shop Hours, I think the Knicks seeing what all us fans are seeing, that they gotta move something to free up some space. You know what I mean? Like, the order for Grimes to play, they got to move somebody. And we said this at the beginning of the season, and even on the offseason, like, the 4-day move need to be made to free up some roster spots. And if they move Derrick Rose, here's what I'm going to say. That is not about favoritism, because he's a Tibbs guy. He's about what's best for the team. So if that happened, we get into that. I think the Knicks is pretty awesome for dealing with that, man. But real talk, let's go and see these cats can go into Golden State tonight and win this game. As a Knicks fan, I couldn't be more proud that we win this game tonight, because I just think that it shows that the resiliency of this team. We after we lost to OKC, people were down and out on the Knicks. Fire Tibbs, trade this guy. And they had a meeting, they got together and realized that it's mind over matter. You know what I mean? They don't mind about basketball don't matter and all that BS. And they really came out there and made it happen. You know what I mean? They went, got their minds right. And came out that next night in Utah. And think about this here, Shop Out. Can you imagine if RJ game was on in Denver the other night? The Knicks probably would have blew him out. You know what I mean? We did that. We beat Denver with a bad RJ Barrett game. Can you imagine if he topped that night? It would have been over. And I'm not even worried about RJ. I know RJ gonna be fine. Right now, the man going through an illness, like everybody else. Things happen when you feeling sick. You lose a lot of energy. We all been through it before as people. You know what I mean? You go through a sickness. You're not feeling good. You ain't got the strength. You ain't got the energy. So your game ain't there. But I kudos to him for just wanting to be a part of that. Say, well, if I can't give you everything, I'm gonna give you something. You know what I mean? And you got to get RJ flowers at. But I think RJ popped tonight, though. I thought Julius Randle was going to pop the other night, and it came to fruition. He popped. I said, you know what? Evan Fournier ain't going to be on the bench. And sure enough, me and Shot Power said, Evan Fournier was on the bench. It had to happen. And I'm glad Tibbs did that, because I think it made a big difference. So salute to Tibbs for what he did. Salute to my man Worldwide L. L was popping for the love of the game. No shame. You already know what it is. They in the building always, man. Salute to my man Worldwide L. Y'all make sure y'all got to check out Hard Will and Prod and Hector and all them brothers down there. And man right here, obviously, the Worldwide L keeping it moving down there. Salute to my brothers down there, man. Real talk. I open, how we doing this. We'll talk about another half hour, 45. We open up the panel. Y'all welcome to come on and get in the panel with the brothers, man. You know how we do. But tonight gonna be different. It's gonna be interesting, Shot Powers. Our perimeter defense been an issue this year, and we about to go up against some cats who literally can knock it down from the perimeter. So it's gonna be a big challenge for the Knicks tonight. But if Steph Curry run them up, shut everybody down. I think if you could contain Steph Curry, if Jordan Poole and Steph Curry run them up, shut everybody else down. I still think we got a chance to be in the game. You know what I mean? So it's going to be a really defensive challenge for us tonight. We got to go hard on the defense, then guard that perimeter the best we can, and and just see how it goes from there, man. But I'm confident this team can really pull out the victory tonight. And I'm not just saying that being a homer. I just like the vibe of the team. I like the vibe of the team and the way they playing. And if Julius Randle can stay in his base, he got a hard matchup tonight against Draymond Green. Don't expect Julius Randle to pop 34 tonight. He going up with probably one of the best defenders in the business with Draymond Green. So If Julius Randle don't have a 20, 30-point game, ain't no big deal. Look, he going up against one of the best at that spot when it comes to defending the basketball. So we're gonna have to hope that I think Brunson got an edge on Steph Curry. I think he can kind of take advantage of that matchup, shot powers, and get in the lane, make Steph Curry dry that ball up, make Steph Curry run on defense tonight. Jalen Brunson got to make Steph Curry waste all his energy on defense tonight. That team is not playing good ball. They, in the last 10 games, they're 3-7. But so we can't slip though, because they're at home. So, but I think we go get it, Shot Powell. I'm really excited about what we're doing tonight.
Yeah, we just gotta, we gotta step up the pace, man. We got, this is the defending champions right here. So we got to go into San Francisco and at least play up to par. I believe we can if we score a lot of points, and if we can stay close with them the first 3 quarters, we see what we could do in the fourth quarter, man. We've been pulling out some games, staying close with everybody. We could compete per quarter. We compete very well, man. We have the New York Knicks drive to the holes. The end of paint scoring is the best thing that we got going for us right now. We score in the paint, and Brunson is a big part of that. Randall's a big part of that. Reddish driving to the basket is a big part of that, slashing. So Obi Toppin and Sims, big part of that, making those catches to make those alley-oop catches and putbacks and stuff like that. So we can compete scoring-wise. We have to play some better defense, especially with this team like we played the last game. And I think we can have a good outing tonight, man. This is going to be a very hard game. This is one of the games that when you look at it, you be like, man, we're going up against Golden State, you know what I mean? But Golden State is not a 500 team right now, and they just lost their last game with Curry scoring 50 points. So, and they haven't lost at home yet. We beat 2 teams in a row right now, at home. That just throwing a little, into the mix of it. Let's see if we can make this be the 3rd team that we beat at home that hasn't been beaten yet. I feel you, Devon. I'm with you. I think we can win this one tonight.
Yeah, you're real tough. Hey, Lawad, you're 100% right on that. Salute to God for putting that out there, man. They first quarter point. So that's what I mean. We got to come out there aggressive. But I'm going to tell you what I'm excited about. I think Cam Reddish if Cam Reddish is going to be playing Klay Thompson, I think that's a win for the Knicks. Like I said, Klay Thompson is not a slasher. He's a shooter. And if Cam Reddish just can neutralize my man with that length and that wingspan and control him a lot wide, I think we might got a chance to limit that tonight, man, in that first quarter. But you're 100% right, brother. They get off to a good start, man. But I'm really giddy about the thing tonight, man. And I'm going to see what they do coming out there. One thing I do like about it tonight is that, you know what? They're going to be pressing a little bit. They done lost. They 3-7 the last 10 games for a win. So they're going to be pressing. I'm not worried about them too much. If we just can control Klay Thompson in that first quarter and him and my man, because they shoot so good, and I think we're going to be all right. Let's real talk. Let's throw up the starting lineup for the night. We get back at it. For the New York Knicks tonight, we got the staying stuff out: Jalen Brunson, Cam Reddish, R.J. Barrett, Julius Randle, and Hartenstein. We need to get this 3-point shooting. Like I said, right now, Cam Reddish is one of the better shooters. He's shooting 33.3. Randle, they all got to get above league average somehow, some way. We understand what R.J. going through because he was sick the last couple of games, but that's the starting lineup for the Knicks and for the Golden State Warriors. We got Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, Wiggins, Draymond Green, and Looney. A lot of chemistry there, a lot of familiar cohesion. So, they know how to play together. But they 3-point shooting, look at that. Steph Curry, 44. Klay Thompson, that's what I was saying. He only shooting 33 this year. If Cam Reddish can keep him at that number, I think we'd be all right. Or do you need to put RJ on him and Cam Reddish on Andrew Wiggins, who's shooting 40% from 3? So maybe if you switch it around, put R.J. Barrett because he's feeling a little bit under the weather. Put him on Klay Thompson. Put Reddish on Andrew Wiggins, and Draymond Green only shooting 20%. So we're not worried about that. I don't have a problem with that. They field goal percentage is pretty good. 53 for Steph Curry from the floor, 35 for Klay Thompson. Like I said, look what he's shooting, man. I think you put R.J. on him tonight. Wiggins shooting 49%. Maybe Cam Reddish can neutralize that. And Julius Randle got to go against Draymond Green because he get a lot of points in the paint and off of running fast breaks and things of that nature. Now with Kevin Looney shooting 62%. So I do like our defense chances tonight against them guys, ladies and gents, in the chat, because I do think that we can go in there and make a difference in there tonight, man. But let's see how this thing go, man. And maybe we come out that thing with play a good defense ball game like we've been playing. Think about the last couple of games. 111, some of that nature. So we've been playing good defense on that side of the ball. So, and then we can, like I said, Steph Curry gonna do Steph Curry thing. There ain't too much you can do about that. But we just gotta neutralize everybody else. If we can do that, shot power, I think the Knicks walk out there tonight. Real talk.
We push the pace, grab some rebounds, and hit our free throws. We'll win this game tonight. Pushing the pace is definitely. I mean, with this team, it's hard to say push the pace, but because they could push the pace, they could slow it down. They good at both. They could be pretty good, prolific at pushing the pace or taking it to a half court game. But I think we need to stay offensively minded and push the pace, man. We have to stay close to these guys every quarter. Every quarter we got to be close, like in striking distance. So when we get to the fourth quarter and we bring that fourth quarter defense, we can clamp down on these guys and maybe sneak a win out of here and make them the third team, like I said earlier, with a losing record at home now. I mean, in a row that we played. So let's see what happens, man. I believe RJ can have a good game tonight. I'm believing that as soon as he got whenever they got to San Francisco, and in the hotel room, they then lined RJ up and gave him an IV and pumped him with some good stuff to clean all that mess out of his system. He's probably going to be ready for tonight. You know what I mean? Take about 4 or 5 3-hour energy drinks and stuff like that. I mean, I think he's going to be ready to play tonight. And I think he's probably going to want to step up a little bit tonight because I'm pretty sure that he's watching the Instagrams and the Twitters and all the people talking about his play the last game, excuse me. So let's see what RJ can do tonight. I believe he's going to have a good game. The two guys that I think is going to, really, really help us out tonight is Hardenstein and Brunson, since they played, more of that West Coast style of basketball and stuff like that. I think they've seen these guys before, so I think we can have, something to look forward to.
Yeah. The guards say we 3-0 at their new court too, and you know why? Because it's lit like Madison Square Garden to a sense. So that might pay dividends tonight for the Knicks, man. We appreciate that stat, brother. Real talk, because like I said, man, I think you know what, we playing good ball right now. You got to be confident about that, and I think if we come out there with the energy and the pace and the defense, I think we definitely can walk out there against them. If everybody else can beat them, why can't we beat them? I mean, these cats are 3-7 in their last 10 games. So if they lost 7 games to some other team, why they can't lose to the Knicks? I think we go in there tonight, go hard, play aggressive, and Jericho Sims and Harkenstein holding down that 5 spot. Obviously, they got Andy Wiseman down in the G League right now. I think the two guys is this, to me, Jordan Poole and Steph Curry. Wiggins could do what he do, but I do think this is going to be one of the games tonight where we can go in there and really battle and compete. And if we play with the same energy and effort that we played in Denver, then we might be able to walk out that piece. You know what I mean? You don't have a lot of pressure on Julius Randle tonight because Draymond Green is not a really offensive-minded player. So the pressure is not on Julius Randle. You can pretty much slack off him and help somebody else tonight. You know what I mean? Like, you can run at a double team depending on where Draymond Green at. He get his points on transition, and every now and then he occasionally pop a 3. So I think Julius Randle got to be mindful tonight that he can he don't got to overplay on my man
Draymond,
excuse me, God, I apologize for that. He don't have to overplay Draymond tonight because Draymond is not an offensive threat. So that means that if you see Steph Curry getting somewhere in that range where you at, you might have to just run off him and do the double team and do a switch and get on my man Steph Curry and make him get that ball up. So I think it might if we do everything right and knowing Tip that we got the defense doing the way they were doing the last couple of games, yeah, man, I think we got a good chance. So I'm excited about it tonight, man. Be a big win for the New York Knicks. It would be. You thought that Denver win was big. We haven't won there since 2006 or something of that nature. You think that was a big win? You beat Steph Curry and them. You kick them while they down. You know what I mean? And you beat them tonight, 3-0 on a road trip. So that way, if you even were to lose the last two games, you come out the road trip at 500. That's amazing on a five game West road trip. You come back not under 500, over 500. I think that's going to be a sad lot for the Knicks, man. So let's see how it goes tonight. Hopefully, Tom Thibodeau got a good game plan tonight. Hopefully, these guys is really, really excited about it. I think they are. I think Jalen Brunson going to be him and Steph Curry going to go at it tonight. He going to make I wouldn't be surprised he put Steph Curry in foul trouble tonight. I really believe that. I think if he go down that paint and do what Jalen Brunson doing in that paint, he'll overexhaust him a little bit. He can't be running around all them damn screens he be running around because he going to be so tired playing Jalen Brunson. It might take a little bit of that moving so much around the perimeter, getting all them cuts and picks and knocking them down. So let's see how it goes, Shot Power. But the Knicks come out with a good game plan, play some defense tonight. If the New York Knicks come out there and play defense tonight, I think we win again. I'm not even worried about their offense. Their offense been there. And I say, despite RJ Barrett not playing good, we still winning. So that says a lot to me. You RJ not playing right, not well because he's sick. You don't have Mitchell Robinson, and you still over 500. I don't know how else to put it right now that they got playing pretty good basketball, man. Let's see if we continue tonight. And we get a W and get a dub down there in Golden State, man. It'd be nice.
Yeah, Divine, man. We got to have a smart game plan tonight, man, and come out there and be aggressive, and get right up in there. We really got to get up in their shooting zone, man. We got to be that 12 inches away. You know what I mean? Like I said, this is the defending champions, and they are playing the New York Knicks. I want to win this game, to tell you the honest truth, because I felt some kind of way last year when Curry came to New York and he won that shooting title or whatever the heck it was.
Yeah, right.
Whatever that record was when he came to the Garden, had to shut the Garden down, had to, take pictures and all that stuff in the Garden. I feel some kind of way about that, man. I hope the Knicks feel some kind of way about it too. I mean, I'm just speaking as a fan. I remember that. So I hope that they could come out here tonight and really, really produce, man. This would have the naysayers talking about the Knicks and they're not playing well and maybe they need to make a trade and do all these other things. That would take a lot of that out of their mouth. You know what I mean? If they come out and beat Golden State tonight, and if so, if Golden State do happen to win, is if we play aggressive. If we lose by, if we lose like we're trying to win instead of getting blown out, I'm with that too. If we fall short 3-4, a big 3-pointer from Steph Curry at the end of the game, or pulls up with 2 seconds on the clock and wins the game, it'll be hurtful. But I would prefer a win like that than to see us go down 17 points to these guys and they just looking like they just taking our heads off.
Yeah, real talk. Hey, great analogy, brother. I agree to 100%. It definitely could be a moral victory tonight. It can be a moral victory, and I think the Knicks is up for this thing, Shot Pal. I don't know why. I just think they up for it. I think you haven't even got basketball yet. I really don't think so. And Johnny Davis, that's a good point right there, man. I think we will have a good game as well. I think RJ going to bounce back. First and foremost, salute to the chat. Johnny Davis made for a piece of the guard. E. Gibson. Salute to you guys, man. Appreciate y'all coming in tonight, man. Real talk. The chat is where it's at. Worldwide L. Justin King, my man. Salute to you. Salute to the chat. That's where it's at. Make sure y'all run them up with a thumbs up and then all that good stuff. But for me, I like our matchups. I really do. I think Jalen Brunson can kind of. He might not score much as Steph Curry, but here's what I think he's gonna be good at. He get Jalen Brunson 7 assists a game. You got to be in the top 5. You got to be in the top 5 or 6 or whatever in assists. So Jalen Brunson passing the ball, distributing the ball real well. The cat got the dog in him. He's shooting the ball. He's starting to really get comfortable. I want to see all of them get the 3-point percentage up because we ain't shooting too good from the 3-point line. Right. Yeah, we got to get that 3-point percentage up because we're not even shooting league average right now. And I think we do got to get the 3-point shooting. But we are. What I like about what the Knicks doing this year, they doing something they didn't do last year. They're not taking on them long twos, Shot Powers. Remember last year we were taking a lot of long twos. Now we either going in, running the pace, or trying to knock down the 3. And And so I'm definitely excited about that, man. Worldwide L, that's my brother. I'm gonna let you get in if you want to in a minute, my brother. Real talk, because you're always welcome up in here. All that wideness you got. So yeah, man, it's a process, man. It's a step by step thing. But hey, we 87. We 87. You got to be happy about that, man. And even we haven't been playing our best ball, like I said earlier, but we still there. We still there for the taking. You know what I mean? And, we got another 6 games before we get to 20 games. Can you imagine the Knicks wind up being over 500 at 20 games? Then I think if we get to 20 games and the Knicks is over 500, then we will be over 500 team. This is the most brutal schedule we got out of everybody in the NBA probably. We had a brutal schedule in the first 20 games. So the Knicks come out of this brutal 20 games above 500. I think we're gonna say we are who we said we thought we are. And I think that's gonna be, and then not having Mitchell Robinson for these 7 games or 5 games, whatever, how many games we missed. That's pretty huge to me. The Knicks to be 8-7. Our defense was suspect on the perimeter. You're missing Mitchell Robinson. You had to bench Fournier to get this thing down to a particular lineup to make it work for everybody with rhythm and all that cohesion, and we still 8-7. And so we went on the West Coast. We was only beating a below 500 team. We beat a two above 500 teams. We about to try to beat another one tonight. So that would really be a really good look for the Knicks. They can pull that off tonight, man. This is one of them games I just want. I wanted that bad. Just let them know that. The Knicks is real. They ain't no stop. Like I said, I picked it to 45 games, and I'm sticking to that right now. Because I think once our defense come to play the way they play, Mitchell Robinson get back, the way Cam Reddish get down, we haven't even got Grimes out there yet to help us with the defense. So I now can understand why the Knicks trying to make these moves to get these cats in here who can really get down, man. So we'll see shot power, but I'm up for the challenge tonight, man. And I like Johnny Davis' score. He had 119. Was it one something? We go back to Johnny Davis' score because I like that score he had up there real quick. JD had that score. If I'm not passing, I apologize to God, but I think it was one. JD, what was that score? It got to be right there. My miss. Oh yeah, 119, 108. I can see the Knicks doing that. But I think RJ and Cam and get it popping quickly, like you said. I think they get it popping tonight. Gonna be a tough game because they play well at home and they not playing good. But I think they coasting though. I think they probably say we're gonna turn it on at the second half of the season. Golden State Warriors. Them cats are coming off a championship run. Everybody come out the gunner for them cats. You know what I mean? Because they just won the finals last year. So I think they got a lot of targets on their back. They got a target on their back every time they go out there and play. So let's hope that the Knicks can shoot an arrow on that target, hit a dead bullseye tonight, and walk out there shop house with a W, man. Get us to 9-7. Oh, that would be amazing for me. Just with everything we've been through with the entry of Mitchell Robinson and the rotation and the defense wasn't playing up to par yet. But the last couple of games, our defense held it down. Jokic and no Jokic, you play who in front of you. My man Cam Reddish is really right now. Cam Reddish and Amanda quickly legitimately the best 2 players right now. Defense players on the Knicks squad. I mean, like I said, he shut my man down the other night. So Michael Porter Jr., he just got his $200 million bag shot power. And my man Cam Reddish went there and gave him business. So I was happy to see that.
Yeah, I mean, he's been the more minutes that Cam Reddish gets, the better he looks out on the court. He's showing his length. He's showing those long arms. He's slapping balls. He's in the passing lane. He's taking balls out of people's hands. His hands is active. Even if he's not knocking the ball or touching the ball, he makes the wave. So you have to throw the ball a little further out, so you don't throw it into his hands. So it defers the pass to the player. And that makes a difference. It gives a chance to your defense to get to that guy. So he's doing a great, and he's starting to score a little bit more now. He's starting to get a little bit more acclimated into the rotation. The guys are looking for him a little bit more. You see Julius Randle looking for him and telling them, like, go ahead, do. So, it's big. And I believe I said it from the beginning of the year. I thought he should have been starting over everybody. Evan Fournier, Grimes. I thought he would, because since he's been in the league for so long, and he knows and he had a fresh start with these guys, fresh training camp. He was at the Knicks. He was with the Knicks and Tom Thibodeau all year. You might as well say after he came right back, he stayed with them for a little bit of time, and then he broke back out and went to Philadelphia. Philadelphia, I think he's from. I think he went back to Philadelphia, And afterwards, that's when you see in a lot of the highlight plays of him bulking up and stuff. But from what I remember hearing, he was with Tom Thibodeau in the training camp back in wherever they was practicing over the summer. So that's a good look, and Tom is starting to trust him now, and he's living up to the task for now. You know what I mean? So I think he's going to have a big game tonight. You know, he likes playing against lanky people just like him, so he could either lay it up with the left hand or the right hand. He's really looking good, man. And I think I'm glad that he's starting to shine. I knew he could do. I mean, I felt that he could do it, and he's making me. I don't want to say proud, but he's making me feel better about him getting that position.
Yeah, real talk. Yo, salute to the chat, man. That's where it's at. Appreciate everybody in the chat. It's wherever you're streaming in from. Thank y'all for coming in. Knicks Real Talk, we here. We got the professor in the building, my man L. Lee. Salute, professor. Salute, my man L. Lee. You know what, man? The injury report, the only one out in the injury report, I forgot to put that out. They got to apologize to Mitchell Robinson. I think everybody, there's nobody I know that's injured for them guys. I think Kuminga, he's going to be back tonight. So I think they pretty much fully loaded tonight. So they're going to have pretty much their whole roster there tonight. But I'm looking forward to, like I said, I talked about the matchups earlier tonight. I'm really looking to see what that 2 and 3 done. Klay Thompson and Andrew Wiggins. I really want to see what RJ and Cam gonna do. I think once RJ Barrett get finally healthy, and I think we got a good wing thing going on there with that 2 and 3 spot in New York. I like the side. I like RJ Barrett's side. I like Cam Reddish's side. Even what I really was important to me is that whether one playing a 2 or one playing a 3 because it's positionless basketball, you got a 6'8" guy with a wingspan down there, 7 foot, playing a 2-guard spot right now in New York. So he's making it hard on a lot of twos in that league to shoot over him. Cam Reddish, I think I got to give Tom Thibodeau credit. Though tonight I would want to see this flip where RJ is on Klay Thompson and put Cam Reddish on Wiggins tonight. But you got to really be impressed with the size of that wing spot, 6'7", 6'8", guard is 6'7", 6'6" guy, 6'8" guy. I think Cam Reddish, that was a really good thing by the Knicks, really getting him giving that starting position. I hope he'll be able to lock it down for a while because I think he's making a difference on that defense. He's making a hell of a. I mean, this cat, he's disrupting passing lanes. He's stripping cats when he get past, they think they got to eat each other, stripping them from behind. I mean, he getting out. I mean, he is really doing it, man. He is killing it, man. So salute to my man Cam Reddish, a true player. And he not 3 and D because he got so much talent. He put the ball on the floor, got that upper body. He nice, man. I like what Cam Reddish is doing. I always been excited about his game. And he really getting a chance to take advantage of his opportunity. So that's why I can see why this Fournier thing, this trade talk started to emerge. Because I think Cam Reddish done changed the game for New York. And I think, man, you talked about that in the offseason. We said if Cam Reddish and Quentin Grimes pop for the Knicks, they will be a playoff team. Those 2 dudes had to pop. And right now, because my man came out the gate a little injured, I think once he get healthy, he's going to make a big difference on that perimeter of Quentin Grimes. So I was like, if Quentin Grimes and Cam Reddish pop for the New York Knicks, we definitely be a 6 seed easy. And I think right now it's starting to look like that. And can you imagine when RJ get back in his bag and Quentin Grimes started to get his feet under him? And I think the Knicks going to be a pretty decent team down there, man. And I'm really hoping that that's the way it pan out, man. Because we need a defender. We got to get back to what we do. In the last couple of games, we've been there, shot out. We got back to the basics, and we really haven't. Like we said, with the way Jalen Brunson pushing that pace, I just love it, man. This is pretty fun to watch right now for me, man. As a Knicks fan, it's really fun to watch the way these cats playing. I think that winning attitude that Jalen Brunson brings to the table, been a winner his whole career. It's starting to rub off on our squad. It's starting to rub off, and you need a leader there. And I think he's a really true leader, floor general, humble dude. And I'm excited about it. So let's see if we can take all that energy tonight and get this dub, get the 9-7 dub. That's what's up.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that the Knicks are ready to play this game tonight. And I think that they want – I think every time the Knicks come out on the floor, I think that they want to win. And I think tonight is another game that they want to win, not think that they can win. I think they want to win this game. And it's a good thing that if they come out and they show that they want to win tonight. If they get out there and get to that gritty committee again, if they get out there and show up defense on the perimeter defense and playing team defense as well, because this team is a high assist team as well. And maybe if we get lucky, maybe we could get Julius Randle to hit a couple of 3-pointers. Maybe we can get RJ Barrett to hit a couple of 3-pointers tonight. Maybe we could get Brunson to hit a couple of 3-pointers tonight and increase their field goal percentages. Get from this 31% where we at now and bring us up by the next game to maybe 33.9 or something, 34%. You know what I mean? If we get some, that's where we lack at right now. Is a 3-point shot, and not taking anything away to where we drive to the hole, but our 3-point shot right now needs to improve a little bit. And once we do that, man, hella high water, man. I'm not gonna fear anybody. Once we can get that 3-point percentage back up, man, that's gonna be a big pivotal part of our look this year.
Yeah. It's interesting to me. What I do like, even like last year, we start off slow. You know what I mean? We seem like we've been a slow start. Then we pick it up, as the season goes. So we get into December. I think once we get our feet under us and we kind of know how everybody get down together, how the camaraderie there, the cohesion is there, all that's going to be there. And I think it'll get better. It's like we want to get better with time. So I think tonight is real important. Just so, like I said, win or lose. I mean, don't get me wrong, guys. I'm quite sure you can go on. The odds makers got the Knicks losing tonight, so that's we can't not definitely not take that. We just know we're gonna win the game, but I'm confident we can win the game. I feel good about this game. We know they playing at home. They the defending champion. We know they predicted to win this game. We all know that, but I do believe the way the Knicks is playing the last couple of games, they got a good shot of coming out there tonight. I just think they do. I just think the way they playing defense. And they're not giving up 119 a game, then 112 a game, 120 a game. They give up 111 or whatever. So that would make me feel good about it tonight, man. And let's hope that these cats can really go out there and get a Knicks fan what they want tonight. It'd be a huge win we win that game tonight, up, down, in Golden State tonight, man. On that West Coast trip, and then get to come back home pretty soon for some home cooking and all that. So salute to the Knicks, man, for grinding. Salute to the chat. That's where it's at. Everybody appreciate y'all getting in here. Y'all already know what it is, man. Salute Elton Lee, the Professor D. Ross in the building. May 4th. JW in the building. Salute my man JW. Salute to you. Appreciate everybody coming in with us, man. Knicks Real Talk. Let's get it. We in the building. Divine Shot Power. It's the pregame show. You already know. Yeah, man. What a way to go out tonight. We get this W. Then we got a back-to-back after this, guys. Sunday and Monday. We got Phoenix Suns and OKC on a back-to-back. So that's why this could be a pivotal game tonight. We can win this thing, man. And we in the way things is going, we might have to leave a player or two in Phoenix. So never know. With all this stuff going around, you might wind up leaving somebody in Phoenix. Let's see, man. I'm just throwing it out there. But it feels good though, man. It feels good that we really trying to hit our stride. We playing better. Consistent basketball, and I think we playing a little bit much better on the defense end, and I really do think that's important for us. I know. Hey, good move, Brad. I think we get Alawad. I think you get that tonight, bro. I think you get that. Salute to my man JW. Salute my brother. I think you get that, God. A real talk. I think you might be able to pull that off tonight. Cause I think these cats gonna come to play tonight. I like our chances with them. I like the matchups. I just like the matchups, man. I think that 2 and 3, Andrew Wiggins and I said it again, Klay Thompson. I think RJ Barrett and Cam Reddish can slow that down. If you slow that down, then the only one you got to worry about on that starting lineup is Steph Curry. I think keep an eye on that. What I just said. If Cam Reddish can play the defense he's been playing, RJ is above average defender. I know he's a little sick. If he could even slow these guys down and put all that pressure on Steph Curry, I think the Knicks walk out there tonight. I know Jordan Poole, and I think if Manuel quickly can neutralize Jordan Poole a little bit coming off the bench, I think we walk out that thing with a W tonight, man. And God, you get your paper. You get your currency, man. That's what it is. So let's see how it goes, man. That should be a fun, entertaining game tonight. Win or lose, play hard, battle, and get under 7 points for the brother and for the guard and get his paper. So just go out there and scrap, play hard, man. Just play hard tonight, leave it all on the floor like they did when I seen Julius Randle dive on that floor the other night. It showed me something, Shot Powers. It showed me something. They wanted that. Julius Randle wanted that game. What Jalen Brunson said in the interview, what was the key to the Knicks win the other night? He said Julius Randle, Julius Randle, Julius Randle. That's your point guard letting you know The Knicks won that game because of Julius Randle, so that was a good look, man. But you gotta get quickly into their flowers, man. Them boys came to play the other night, man. Real talk. Yo, real talk. Salute to my brother. Appreciate you, my man. Real talk. LE got 118, 117. Woo, a nail biter. Nail biter for sure, man. And it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun, man. So let's hope this thing can continue to go the way it's going, Shot Power. One, Ted going up against a four-time NBA champion coach, Steve Kerr. You know what I mean? So the guy that's coaching on the other side of him is a brilliant coach because he got brilliant talent too. You know what I mean? So let's see how it goes. About the Knicks prevail tonight, man. I really do, for real.
Push that pace, grab some rebounds, hit your free throws. We have a good chance of winning this thing tonight, man. I trust in. I think, like I said, I think RJ is gonna have a snapback game tonight. I think he, should have a. I'm pretty sure that they gave him everything in the book to clear up whatever he had in his system, so he should be pretty fresh tonight. I think Hartenstein should have another productive game tonight. Sims is going to come out. I believe he's going to be a dominating factor on the second unit, especially when him and IQ is in there tonight. I think IQ tonight wants to perform. He's been playing excellent defense, man. This guy may be 6'2", 6'3", but his wingspan is like 6'7", 6'8". He is a defensive-minded player, and he's always been a defensive-minded player. But I think tonight, he finds a better shot tonight. You know what I mean? I think we really need IQ to find this shot tonight because with IQ finding this shot, it's gonna just open up the whole second unit. You know what I mean? So let's see what happens, man. I like I said, my main focus is to push that pace, grab some rebounds offensively and defensively, hit some free throws, and shore up on that defense. Team defense tonight. Stay close this whole game. We can win this game tonight, man. I got the game also pretty close, and I think it's going to be like a shootout. I have it 123, 118 New York Knicks.
Wow. Okay. Yeah, man. I think it's definitely going to be a barn burner. I think it'll be a ball burner. I think they're going to be in there battling, but I really do like the Knicks' chances just because of the matchups. Klay Thompson shooting 33% this year. That ain't Klay Thompson. You know what I mean? His numbers is not there. I think he's still trying to get acclimated for coming off the injury. I just like the chances because we got two guys on the wing that can defend. I just think that Andrew Wiggins ain't gonna pop like that on no Cam Reddish. I just don't think it's gonna happen. I think Cam Reddish been taking on the best wings in the league so far since he's been in the starting lineup. I think Cam Reddish, since Cam Reddish been in the starting lineup, I think the Knicks are over 500 team. You know what I mean? I just think he makes a difference. You know what I mean? Some guys just make a difference, man, and I think he's that dude. Man, without further ado, man, let me bring in my brother Worldwide L for the love of the game, and we do this for the love of the game. But he in here with us, man. We got my brother Worldwide L. Well, what's good, brother? What's popping?
Salute, my brothers. Come on, y'all got to put it up there. Come on now.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Team.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. What's good? How you doing, brother?
Slow motion. Just hanging out with y'all tonight.
Yeah, appreciate you, man. Appreciate you coming in, man. Real talk, man. Yeah, man. We just a little giddy excited about the way the team are playing the last couple of games. And hopefully they continue to be a tough game tonight. We know it's projected they're going to lose the game. Obviously, we understand they're going up against the defending champions, but any given day you can lose a game. You know what I mean? I think they've been 7 in the last 10 games, so that could happen. You know what I mean? So let's see, man. Let's see if these cats go in there and play some good basketball, some inspired basketball with some heart and some passion. Maybe we can walk out of Golden State with a W tonight, man. I would love to see that tonight.
Hey, we never know, right?
Real talk, man. Real talk, man. But what's going on, man? What's going on with the love of the game, man? How you been, my brother? I ain't teach you in a minute. I appreciate you coming up in with us, though.
Yeah, we've been chilling. We've been chilling over there. Everything going good with us over there.
Okay,
I seen y'all guys was on tonight, so I said Saturday night. Friday night. I just said I'm already a day ahead. So Friday night, I seen you was on. I said, you know what? I'm gonna hang out with the bros tonight.
Appreciate you, man.
Definitely.
Tonight, man. Give me your wise intellect. What you think about that game tonight?
When the last time we won it? When the last time we won in Golden State?
I think we won last year. I think we've been playing pretty good in Golden State, man.
We have.
Yeah, I think we beat them last year there.
I think so.
Yeah, I think we beat them last year.
We're gonna win this game tonight. I don't know how we're gonna win this game tonight. Josh said the other day, he's like, we ain't winning Denver He was like 18 years or something. I said, I didn't even know. I'm like, 18 years? I said, yo, Josh, I didn't even know that one, right? He like, yeah, something like that, 17, 18 years. So I said, you know what? We're going to win this game tonight. They're gonna win. Knicks will win this game tonight.
Yeah, I think it'd be
somehow,
nice.
some way.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think so, man. I think like I said, coming after after that, sometimes I always say take a spark, the night of fire, and people might not realize how a player meeting might affect a lot of people. It worked out for us because they got a chance to get together. Say, you know what, we all we got on this West Coast trip. Now we ain't with amongst our family, we ain't amongst our family shop house, we ain't amongst our friends, we all we got on the West Coast trip. Let's kind of bond together. And kind of sit down and talk about what we're doing right, what we're not doing wrong. We need to improve on, and the defense and got better. And I'm good about that, man. So I think the West Coast trip already success to me. I think just by winning the 2 games is already success. Mm-hmm. And if we win this game right here, and we come back off the West Coast trip 9-9 or whatever, the 10-10, you got to be excited about that, man, and say, we still got a chance to be in the game, man. And I like where we going, Shot Power. We just got to play with a lot of pack. I think Cam Reddish making a difference. I really do believe that. I love the energy he brings. Even the night that he don't have a good scoring game, but the man playing defense, and I think defense is a staple of what we do. And for him to be playing defense the way he's playing, and and one night he might got a 20 or 29-19, but hey, that defense is a staple. He shut a lot of cats down, man. And I think he could do the same thing to Andrew Wiggins tonight. Whether he playing Andrew Wiggins or Klay Thompson, I think Cam Reddish gives a good chance to win tonight, Shot Pop, because of his defense. I think he can hold them, make Steph Curry get his 30, 40, whatever, shut the rest of them cats down. And we'll see how it goes. Him and Jordan Poole, I think he got a good shot tonight.
The one thing that I like to see on the court is, if we could get RJ back a little healthy, is the switches between RJ and Cam Reddish. They big up off each other. I noticed teams was starting to try to do a triple thread. So the man that's going to try to score the basket switches on to Brunson, and it's usually a bigger small forward or something like that to try to take the advantage of Brunson being a short in stature type of guy. But overall, man, these guys, I think tonight, I'm almost sure that they probably pump RJ with an IV and hit him with about 10,000 vitamin C's tonight. He's probably going to drink about 3 Red Bulls or something like that. I think he's going to really come out here tonight and then try to perform. To hit the naysayers, the people that have been talking about him, because I even got on him. He's shot terrible the last game, and I think him hearing all that stuff, puts a chip on his back. And I think he's going to come out tonight and really try to go against his countrymen and try to beat him down.
Yeah, real talk, man. Great point, a lot wise. Yeah, they've been holding him down, but that's what it's about, man. It's about a team thing, man. And like I said, the brother been sick before he got sick. He was his last 7 games. He was killing it. Arden got back into his groove. He was killing it. But anything happened now. Like any of us get sick, we ain't gonna have the energy that we have. When we all human beings, them cats, they might be some of the best conditioned athletes, but they're human beings. You know what I mean? And they get sick. I feel some type of way. You got a bug. You not got the energy. You can't go hard like you want to. It happens. It happens to the best of us. You know what I mean? So, and that's why I'm not holding against him. But I think he might be up for the game. He's going to get the fellow countryman Andrew Wiggins. He's going to be up for that. You know what I mean? So I think it's going to be a fun game with RJ. I think RJ bounce back tonight and give us what he can give us, man. And I think it's going to be really interesting. I want to see the Julius Randle and Draymond Green matchup. Like I said, Draymond Green is not a big concern on the offense side, but the defense side, he's probably one of the best in the business on that league. So I'm not expecting Randall to drop what he dropped the other night because he's going up against Draymond Green. That cat can lock down a lot of cats. He's the Dennis Rodman of this new era right now. So it is what it is. I'm not expecting this cat to have a big game, but I do want to see him get on the boards and play and be aggressive and do the things that he need to do to prevail. And I think if we do that, we walk out there tonight, man, and Twitter be on fire before it shut down. So it should be pretty fun, man. But we'll see, man. Let's hope that it go, man. We just gotta get that perimeter defense together. Just lock down that perimeter the best we can, man. You playing against a team 4-time champion. Cat can shoot it from everywhere. These cats, that's who they are, and that's a staple of their team, playing good. Shooting the ball from the perimeter real good. They all shooting over league average just about. I think except for Klay Thompson shooting 33% this year. So that's a relief for us. They just said that hope RJ Barrett or Cam Reddish can keep him down there. And then let and just try to take my man, make it hard on Steph Curry and see how it goes. Him and Jordan Poole, and we'll see how it goes. Worldwide L. But we got a good shot tonight, though.
Yeah, I think it's come down to this. How I look at it, I think the bench got to play a good role into tonight's game if we want to get the W. I said it on our show about the bench and how the bench has, the guys has been playing. They've been playing good individually, but a lot of times the bench has been the ones who squandered the lead, But individually, they all been having good seasons, but as a unit, they haven't been playing good until as of lately, right? Until Tibbs made the switch, and shout out to Tibbs for making the switch because, I know there'd be a lot of guys that say that he inserted Cam in the starting lineup by default, but it wasn't no default. Fournier he ain't playing good. So, you know what I mean? He ain't playing good. So it wasn't by default. Ain't nobody get hurt, ain't nobody get traded, So pretty much Cam earned to be where he at. I know he did gave it initially to Grimes at first, but then Cam came that same game and proved you should have gave it to me. So, and then I think that it might Tibbs might be on to something, and that's what I want to ask y'all guys. Do y'all think that how much do y'all feed into him putting Cam into the starting lineup? Do y'all think this might have saved our season? You know what I mean? By him putting Cam into the starting lineup. Did it alter our season from what we was looking at to what we looking at now, these last couple of games? I wanted to ask y'all guys that.
Yeah, you know what, for me, Worldwide L, I thought at the beginning of the season, obviously we had me and Shaw had him projected if they put him in the starting lineup. I said if Cam Reddish and Quentin Grimes pop this year, the Knicks would be a playoff team. Because we know we got our big three that we know Randall, RJ, and Brunson gonna do what they do. Who gonna be them other two guys to give us that firepower that in that play? And I thought it was Cam Reddish. I thought Cam Reddish and him and Grimes pop, the Knicks would be. And I feel so far, I think that's really what it is. I think Cam Reddish making a big difference for the Knicks, man. And I think he, to me, him and Jalen Brunson and Julius Randle probably the most skilled dudes. You know what I mean? This cat literally got skills. He can put it inside, outside, upside, downside, hit you from every angle, method, man, whatever. He doing it like that. And I just think that he bring a new dynamic to the team. So, yeah, you asked me, I think he did say that season right now. I think once he inserted Cam Reddish and took out my man Fournier, which we've been talking about bench of Fournier since the beginning of the season, I think it made a huge difference in New York because I think it took the pressure off of these guys. They got a better defender in there. Like Cam Reddish take the pressure off of RJ and Randall. Sometimes when Randall might get lackadaisical here and there, I think Cam Reddish helps them out in that sense, and that's without Mitchell Robinson. So, yeah, I agree. I do think it was Cam Reddish the one to me that saved the Knicks season right now for sure. No question.
I'm on the same wavelength like you, Divine, man. I believe that Cam Reddish should have started this year. I thought that the lineup was a much better or a stronger lineup with Brunson, RJ, and Cam Reddish starting with Mitchell Robinson and Julius Randle. So I believe with him be implemented into the lineup now, he's I don't think he's coming out of the lineup. Knock on wood that nothing happens to him bad. You know what I mean? But I think if he 15 games in, if he plays another 68, whatever, how many games rest of the year, if he could play the rest of the game out, he's going to get a big contract at the end of this year. So I think he's a difference maker. He's a defensive minded, in the lanes, long arms, lanky, and he goes over the screen instead of under the screen. I like that about him as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. He's definitely a plus. Makes so bad. Every game he play, he in a plus. Every game, whether if he's not even scoring that night, he's still in the plus. And when he's scoring, he's still in the plus. He does a higher plus for the Knicks. So I like it, Al. I really think that's that wing we've been missing. You know what I mean? He's that one wing guy the Knicks been missing for a while. And, we had some come through, but I think like other than Mook Morris, obviously, he got that Mook Morris type, but he got that Mook Morris effect on the Knicks to me. Now, I'm loving it, man. I just think the cat gonna be special. I'm hoping that they move on from Fournier, get 18 million you give him Fournier, give it to Cam Reddish, give him 4 years, give it to him, and let him ride on out with us. I think once Mitchell Robinson gets back, I think that Jalen Brunson, RJ Babbitt, Cam Reddish, Randall, and Mitchell Robinson, that's gonna be a legit five for the Knicks. I'm not saying championship five, but I'm saying that's a solid five dude right there. Because I think Mitchell Robinson now got a defender in there, another defender with him and Cam Reddish. That takes a lot of pressure off him, and RJ is above average defender when he in his bag. And the way Randall played the other night, I think they got a pretty good squad there, man. I can see these cats winning the 45. I projected to win 45. Let's hope that this stay come to fruition and come to reality. But I like the way we playing. I think Cam Reddish is that difference makes it able to answer your question.
Yeah, I mean, look, we can gripe all day about, you know, woulda, coulda, shoulda, you know, but at 8-7, and technically they only a game out of the third place at 8-7. So I mean, it's kind of crazy because, you know, us Knicks fans, we always, including myself, we always want to critique everything. That's why I try not to critique it this beginning of the season. So if guys heard me say, I always said, you know, it's this many games of the season, it's 15 games into the season. So, you know, I got my breakdown on how I feel about the 15 games, you know, but it's only 15 games into an 82 game season, so long. And we want instant results as Knicks fans. I think all of us, myself included, we want instant results. We want to see dividends. We want to see teams want to see our team winning. But the truth of the matter is they only a game out of third place. You know, and it's crazy. And I said it on the show. If one thing we gotta not look at is analytics all the time and watch with the eyes, because if you get caught up in the analytics will tell you that Tibbs is doing a good job, right? But our eyes and the way how the team is playing, the way they give up the threes, it tells us something different, right? But our defensive field goal percentage is in the top, I think it was the top 10 or top 15 or something like that. So, but our eyes tell us something different than how these teams hit threes on us. So that's why I say that sometimes the analytics can be over, you know, they couldn't be over misused. People use them to their, you know, too much, and it doesn't give you the CNI test. But it's a lot of things, you know, like even with RJ, he leaves a lot of meat on the bone going to the hole and missing them shots, you know. So I think one way to help him out is to have that person cut to the basket. Besides Cam, I think he just need more cutters cutting to the basket and not having everybody waiting on the wing. So if he's bottled up, he doesn't have to force it. He has somebody that's cutting, that's gonna pull another defender away from him, so he's not always bottled up going to the hole. You know, just little things like that I see that might help him out going to the hole. But there's no excuse on why he's missing layups. He's leaving a lot of meat on that bone. You know, think about that. A lot of meat on that bone. You know, I know my dog is showing enough love, that extra meat he leaving on the bone, and that's what the other teams be doing. They be loving that meat. So he just gotta straighten that part up. If he straighten that part up, and we take advantage of those points that he's leaving on the table, I think we'll be all right. I think we'll still be a middle of the pack team the way how the team is, because we playing up. We miss Mitch. I'll tell you that.
We do. Hey, we man, just his alter shots and his presence down there alone. I mean, like I said, and somebody said to me, like, well, what that got to do with the 3-point shot? And I give it the shot. I'm gonna tell you what. This is why I have a lot to do with the 3-point shot. If them cats know that Mitchell Robinson down there, our perimeter defenders don't have to worry about just letting them. They can pressure him a little more. You know what I mean? Say, okay, you know what? We know Mitch back there. Because, you know, we've been playing like 2 feet off these guys, like Shaw said. We playing you got to get up on these cats right up in their grill, but we playing like this. But I think if Mitch was there, I think it'd be more like this, because they said if they get past me, I think I got somebody right there hold me down. So I do think we missing them big time. The offense rebounding, you know, we not shooting the 3-ball well. What does Mitch do real well? He's the offense rebounding. So when that ball ain't falling, you got that man there who can grab them rebound. Harkenstein ain't no Mitchell Robinson. Jericho says I like what he's doing, but he still ain't Mitch yet. But he getting there. He gonna be a nice dude. But we miss Mitch, man. We miss his presence alone, man. I think when he get back, this team gonna be much better. And like you said, and you know, leave them meat on the bone. We are doing that, and they don't need to do that this week because it's Thanksgiving. They better take all that shit off there, for I'm concerned. You know what I mean? Go out there and make that bone, like I said, give it to the dogs. But I like where we at, man. At 8-7, we haven't been playing great basketball the first couple of weeks of the season, the first month. But we getting there, man. You know, and it's a process. Like I said, 82 games. It ain't how you start; it's how you finish. You know, we came out the gate last year the same way. 4-8 couldn't even find the ocean last year. I was trying to run him out of New York. To my escape from New York, I was trying to run 40 out of New York last year, but the second half of the season, he had it popping. And quickly had it popping. Obi had it top. So I think we get there, man. It's going to be a fun ride. And I'm looking forward to it, man. I think the Knicks going to be all right to me. I mean, you know, it's not being a homer. I'm just looking at the way they playing. If Julius Randle can keep that same energy, once RJ get in his bag, which I think he will, because like I said, prior to him getting sick going on the West Coast, the prior 7 games, he was doing his thing. He was 23, 5, 23, 6, 4, 5, something of that nature. So he was really doing his thing. But we see if we get healthy and RJ, because you think about it, if he can give us his RJ numbers, which is 20 points a game, which he's been giving us last year, and I think he had quite a few of them this year. Once he get off this sickness and get back to being RJ, I think we got a good problem on our hands, Shot Powder. I don't think it's going to be a problem in New York. I think we'd be all right.
Yeah, the one thing that I noticed from last year, we started off a little slow. This year we're picking up a little quicker, but we do have new players on the team. Jalen Brunson filling in right now is a totally different player on the team. To get acclimated into Tom Thibodeau's system of how he runs things. Right now that we have Reddish in the lineup, he is a different player on the court with Brunson that has to learn how to play the style of basketball that Tom Thibodeau lays out for them to go out and get. Now, Julius, RJ, and Mitchell Robinson pretty much know how the schemes work. So once these other two guys work their way into figuring out which Reddish is doing very well right now, man. He's fitting in pretty well right now. You see he's fitting in right now. I think last game he was the most minutes on the court last game. I think he had like 37 minutes on the court the last game. So he's starting to get cool with Tibbs now. Tibbs is starting to put him in and place him in and leave him in a little with some more extended minutes. So once Reddish and Brunson, I mean, they're working their way in. You see it, but you still see that in some rotations they don't close out. They get a miss. They forget who's supposed to close out and stuff like that. And as the time goes on, I think they'll gel. They'll get it together, man. The one big thing that I hope that we hurry up and do that we're not doing quick. We need to do quicker this year is start shooting some 3-pointers a little better, man. We have to get closer to 36-37% in 3-point percentage quick. And the only way we're going to do that is if guys get out there and shoot the shot. Hopefully RJ come back tonight and he can hit 4 out of 7 tonight.
Yeah, hey, L, what's interesting to me, and I know we get to wrap it up. I know everybody get ready for their pregame thing and everything, get ready to get their nourishment, get their stuff. If with the quickly talk out there, if the Knicks move Fournier, and hear me where I'm about to go with this, Fournier, even if it's Fournier, Derrick Rose, and they might have to move quickly because he is a 25th pick. You can find another quickly in the league in the draft. You got a lot of draft picks. I think you can find another. Much as I love the way he playing, but if you have to move, I would rather to be. Here's why I say Fournier and Derrick Rose, because now quickly can back up Brunson. You got Grimes backing up. Grimes backing up RJ Reddish. Now what you could do is you can move Obi Toppin when you want to the 3, and you can give Jericho Sims the backup power forward spot because I think he's skilled enough the way he put the ball on the floor. The way I think he's a really underrated guy with some of the stuff he can do with dribbling. He can move the ball up the floor, Jericho Sims. So I think you can give Jericho Sims the backup power forward behind Randall. It's positionless basketball. You can let Obi Toppin get more minutes by playing him behind RJ or Cam Reddish. I think if you have to move Derrick Rose, which I love Derrick Rose, I think in the playoffs you're going to miss Derrick Rose because he's a veteran. He knows how to play in the playoffs. He got the experience. But if they just because of the talk that's out there, if you move Fournier and Derrick Rose, I think that frees up Obi Toppin to get more minutes, and Jericho Sims could back up Randall at the 4. And I think your problem is solved in New York right now. If you could pull that off, I just think that they're going to have to do something with all this log jam and 2-guard spot they got going on. But it's out there in the atmosphere. They talking about the trade quickly and Derrick Rose. How real it is, I don't know. Teams calling and acquiring about him. But I cannot see the Knicks not doing that. I think they're going to try to move a couple of them guys, man. I hope it's Fournier and Rose. But if it's Fournier and quickly, so be it. Whatever you're going to have to give them whatever the team wants. But I think you move 2 guys and you get Obi Toppin a little bit more minutes. And you get Jericho Sims that backup behind Randall. That way Hartenstein and Mitch holding down a 4 or 5. Let Randall and Jericho Sims do the power forward situation. I think the Knicks will be all right. That's a lot of youth and energy right there, man. So I'm wondering what they're going to do with this thing.
What you want back in return for Rose? What position? What you looking back in return from the trade? Let's say the trade do happen. What you want in return?
Picks in the cat that I need picks and cats who just out of the rotation. They don't even play. I hope it be aspiring or somebody who don't even got to play, because we don't want to trade roles for somebody unless it's like a Jay Crowder or somebody who could pay dividends. Unless you want somebody who's gonna pay dividends, but if it's not somebody who's gonna pay just to free up the roster spots to give these young cats a little bit more energy, because Obi Toppin got to get more minutes. There's no way you can let that man play the way he's playing, shooting over 50% or whatever from the 3-point, 47%, best 3-point shooter on the team right now. His energy and all that. I would say just the picks. Get a couple of picks here and there, and some players who you can get off the books next year and don't even play it for another concern. To free up some spots. So unless it's a player that literally gonna make a difference in the rotation, and that means somebody else going to have to be out of a spot. But I think with Grimes and Reddish and RJ and Toppin and Randall and Sims, I'm pretty good with it. So I would just prefer the picks back, to be honest with you.
What was the guy from the other night that on Denver squad? The one that was hitting the three. What was his name? He looked like a clone. He looked like an IQ clone. Every time I see him.
Holland.
What was his name?
Holland.
Huh?
Bones.
Yeah, yo, he looked like a clone. Him and IQ look identical running up the court. I when you sit back, you ain't know who was who. I said, look at this. I said, I'm gonna make sure I save this one for the pods, because this showed up look like they both was clones of each other. But I mean, IQ been playing good this year, though. I'm always wanting to be hard on him, and just like RJ, when the ball's not going through the hoop, you have to find other ways of getting involved and being involved to help your team win. And IQ has definitely this season. I can't take that away from him. He has definitely done other things besides, trying to look for his shot. Whether it be rebounding, whether it be playing good defense, and every now and then he'll get a couple of good assists in there, But at the end of the day, he's not a point guard. So them kind of mistakes and when what we see as armchair quarterbacks looking at the game, he may not see it because he's not used to being a point guard. He's somebody that they're trying to bring him in as a point guard, trying to develop him into a point guard. But can he do spot minutes as a point? Yeah, absolutely. Like they said, the other night was probably his best game when he had 6 points, 6 rebounds, and 4 or 5 steals, but play good defense.
Oh my God!
Had a stamp on the game, right? That's what I always say about other players. Like that's what I used to say about Toppin last year. Don't just play him for the sake of playing him if he's not gonna go out there and put his stamp on the game or leave his stamp on the game to say, all right, I deserve more minutes. You understand? Now he's putting his stamp on the game and saying, Tibbs, I deserve more minutes. And what Tibbs is doing, he's rewarding him with more minutes, whether he's playing him alongside of Randall or however it may be, or just giving him extended minutes when he's got it going on, as opposed to pulling him out so fast. So you just always want to have your stamp on the game. And IQ has, this season, he has definitely been putting his stamp on the game. Some bad games here and there, but for the most part, like I said, all them guys been having individual good seasons. It just hasn't resonated to wins with the second unit, and hopefully maybe that, like I think Clyde pointed out, or Brain pointed out the other night, with them knowing that they all going to play and how many minutes they're going to play, that plays a psychological role. So I say, like, I get comfortable, I get to relax now. So let's see what happens tonight and moving forward.
Yeah, real talk. That definitely gives him a rhythm shot, Powell, and that's what he wants. That's why he needs to shorten that rotation, because basketball is a game of rhythm. I don't care how good you are, you got to get in the rhythm. And if you get spot minutes, you can't never get in the rhythm. So I love what he did by shortening that rotation, taking Fournier out and letting Grimes be situational for now. I think they're paying dividends because now these guys comfortable, like he said, like L said, you got to be able to get in the rhythm, man. I don't care. We all play ball, whether it's street ball, whether it's organized basketball, whatever. We know that you got to get a couple of shots up to get in the rhythm, and I think that's the way the game goes. And so far so good. But we're gonna see how it goes. We're gonna go around the panel and let's get it. We gotta get up out of here. We got 10 minutes. Get everybody get in line. I think it's gonna be a fun ball burn on ESPN tonight. I want this thing to be I want the Knicks to represent tonight on national television, late night game. Knicks go up and Golden State Warriors. Warriors come out to play. You know what it is, so let's do it. Rashad Powell, holla at me, my brother, then we get up out of here.
Salute to you, Divine. L, my guy. Thank you for coming in here tonight. You know what I mean? Salute to the chat. That's where it's at. Push the pace, grab some rebounds, hit your free throws. We can win this game tonight, man. I got this a high scoring game, 123-118, New York Knicks.
Okay. Real talk, y'all know that the world for the love of the game, man. L, Hall, Will, Hector, them guys. Help, let them know when y'all getting back on, man. Let the cats know when they can check y'all out, brother.
Oh, we might come on at the end of the show. I got to hit. After the end of the show, at the end of the game, we might do a late night tonight. But if not, we'll probably be on tomorrow. Okay. But we usually come on Mondays.
And also, not to cut you, I'm sorry, Al, just to plug Hardwell as well. He does a stat, a 15-minute skit, a 15-second skit in the morning just to run down the games, and I really appreciate that. I was on your chat last night when y'all was talking about it, but I really appreciate Al for doing that just to let me know how the other teams outside of New York plays.
Yeah, and then you get a chance to hear other stats that you might not look forward to. See how other guys are playing on other teams. So yeah, shout out to the bro Hall Will for that. You know what I mean? That's something that he has. He's enjoying doing it. So sometimes you just got to get out people's way and let them do their thing. You know what I mean? So shout out to my bro for that. But we come on Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. Okay. The barring the game, depending on if a game is on. How we may feel that day. Because both of us work during the daytime. Mm-hmm. So depending on what time the game on and stuff like that, so that's about it. But I don't know how they're gonna win the night shot, but as long as they win, I don't know how they're gonna win, Devon. Mm-hmm. Just win. Mm-hmm. I don't care how they win. But I got a feeling they'll win tonight. I really do. Well, you got a feeling, but it'll come down to the bench. The bench has to play good though this night.
I feel you on that.
Need the bench. We need the bench. You're gonna need the bench.
Yeah, we always got this thing on Knicks. We probably predict the Knicks will win 82 games. We know they ain't gonna win 82.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's what we do. So I got the Knicks tonight. 115, 109. Knicks walk out there with a W night in the Golden State. Our defense playing a little bit better. Let's let RJ and Cam Reddish try to lock down that 2 and 3 spot. Steph Curry gonna do what he do. I ain't worried about Draymond Green. I'm not worried about Looney too much. It's Jordan Poole and it's Steph Curry. We can. If them two do there and everybody else gets shut down, I think 115, 109, and that's how we gonna roll. We also L, my brother. Go ahead.
Don't forget. Tim. Don't be afraid to put IQ on Curry tonight. Don't be afraid of that.
Right.
Don't be afraid of that.
Word up.
Real talk. Well, Knicks Real Talk, Divine Child Powers for the love of the game in the building with the fan man, Worldwide L. My man Hector, Carl Will, all you brothers, appreciate y'all. Salute to all the podcasts, no matter where you at, man. Y'all know this is what we do. We Knicks fans all day, every day. Salute to the chat. That's where it's at, man. E. Gibson, May 4th, Elton Lee, Matt Knicks fan. Let's go. E. Gibb, Will, my dad, Will Thrill out there in Colorado, my brother. Salute to you. Let me get my peoples up in here. D. Nice, my man. Salute to you. Let's go in JW, my man. Salute to you. Everybody, Pudge, P. Nice, my man in the building. Everybody, man. JW, y'all, let's get it popping. D. Cool, salute to you as well. Danny, my man, salute to you. Peace of the God, Allah, wise, now, my brother. I'll holler at you. Yeah, peace. Charlie King, Queen Steph was in the building in the chat with us. Thank you, Queen, for coming in the building. Everybody, man, if I got your name, I apologize. I try to run all y'all down, man. You don't want to leave nobody out. Nobody stranded on the island. My man Fabian, my man, salute to you as well. Johnny Davis. Look, Knicks Real Talk, man. We out of here, man. Look to the chat. That's where it's at. My man, Shaw Powers, Worldwide L. Let's go, Knicks. Let's get that dub tonight, man. That's what we're going to do. We really get the pop and talking about it today. Yo, peace, everybody. Appreciate y'all, man. Real talk.
Let's get it.
Time for Divine Shot, KJ Events. This Real Talk's the brand. You understand how we do, my man. I'm on that Friday night Knick shit, dripping in Knick shit. Up in the world, most famous arena with the clip. That's the conglomerate. Knicks Real Talk, the real prominent. I'm a bit like the Omicron variant, dominant. Paying homage to the cat in the chat. That's where it's at. Cause I'm hearing that. You don't care for hyperbole, be straight fact. Man to right with the mob, the gods. Up in the pod, the squad, the facade. My entourage, be on the job, my energy. 50 tripping in 10 books. As they took my game plan, let my brand salute and pursuit. Going hard like the New York City gritty committee. Cause that's the things we know is pretty, but we all stay giddy. And we embrace the fan base like the late Anthony Mace. We trace the logo when there's space that appear like Squarespace. Staring down on the Chase Bridge, looking at Knicks City drip. The city decks on the court, looking pretty legit. I stay true to the orange and blue. I thought you knew for him a few bars to shine like Star Divine on Mount Mars. Knicks Real Talk. Here we go, let's go.
Knicks Real Talk right here. I'm representing
Knicks Real Talk.
right here.
Here we go, let's go.
We here in the building.
Knicks Real Talk.
Let's get it.
Here we go, let's go.
Yeah, for real. Yes, sir.
Knicks Real Talk.
We here
Here we go. Let's go.
Let's get it. Let's get it. Yeah, for real. Yes,
Let's
sir.
get it.